What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video. Today I've got another deck profile for you guys. I'm doing an update to my Red Eyes deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is get started with our main deck monsters. We start off by running 2 copies of the original Red Eyes Black Dragon. I was able to get the anniversary pack art, so I'm super happy about that. And then we run 2 copies of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Going back to the 2-to-2 ratio for this one because this deck profile is a little bit different than my half now, half later deck profile. So going back to 2 of these guys a piece is the better ratio for this particular instance. We of course run our 3 Blackstones of Legend. You have to do it in any Red Eyes deck. And then next up we have 2 Paladin of Dark Dragon. So I'm switching to using Paladin of Dark Dragon now that pre-prep is a thing, and it's turning out to be a little bit more consistent. So what Paladin of Dark Dragon does is whenever he attacks into a defense position monster, he can destroy it outright without, conducting damage calculation and whatnot. And then you can also tribute this guy from the field in order to special summon any Red Eyes monster from your deck. So that's really cool. You can just go straight for Darkness Metal, which is really good, and then you can use Darkness Metal to bring him back. After that, we have 3 copies of Manju still to go with our Ritual Engine. Lets us get to him or the Ritual Spell as quick as we can. And then we also run 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, the boss monster of Red Eyes. Gotta run it. Pretty much in any dragon deck, but definitely in Red Eyes because it's freaking Red Eyes. And then for support monsters, we have 1 copy of Kinkabayo still in order to get our Blackstones because it can reborn level 1 monsters from your graveyard and also use him to go into Beast Eyes. And then we also have 1 copy of Keeper of the Shrine still. He pops up on the field whenever one of my dragons, or just when a dragon period, would be destroyed by battle or card effect. And he helps go for those rank 4 plays as well, just leaving a body on the field and tributing him, having him count as 2 tributes for a dragon is also nice as well. And that does it for all of the main deck monsters. Let's move into our spells. So like I said, because pre-prep's a thing, I like this engine better. It's more consistent. Between this and the Manjus, I can usually get to it pretty quickly. So we run 3 Preparation of Rites. You guys know what this card does. I still don't like drawing into the ritual spell and have to worry about like 2 other copies of these being dead. But for this deck, as opposed to my Lord of the Red deck, I feel like it's okay for this because I just need to make sure to get to those plays. And then next up we run 3 copies of Silver's Cry. We got plenty of normal, so it only makes sense to run this. Thank you, Blue Eyes. Next up we run 2 copies of the new revival spell in the form of Return of the Dragon Lords. I'd rather go 3 and 2, like run 3 of this and 2 of this, but until I can find another copy of this, I'm just going 3 Silver's Cry and 2 Return of Dragons. Lets you reborn your level 7-8 dragon monsters and gives them an extra layer of protection, which is pretty darn good. The build that I focus on for Red Eyes is just basically graveyard management, dumping Red Eyes, recycling Red Eyes, reborning Red Eyes, that kind of thing. I just feel like that's the most effective way to run this deck. Like, going YOLO Fusion for new Black Skull Dragon or for Meteor Black Dragon, which is coming around the corner. I would love to run those cards, but knowing that I have to run either Summon Skull or Meteor Dragon, like just those dead-ass cards just being dead in your hand, I can't do it. What these guys need, if they're going to get a fusion, is they need a fusion that just uses strictly, like, Red Eyes Black Dragon monsters, like level 7, so you don't have to run any more dead cards than you have to in this deck, so. But anyway, so 2 of that. That was my soapbox on Red Eyes. We run 2 copies of Dragon Shrine, lets us double Foolish. Double Foolish is always nice. We have 2 cards of the Redstone and 2 Allure of Darkness for draw power. We got lots of darks, and we have lots of Red Eyes that we can get rid of as well, so having the draw power is nice. 2 Twin Twisters, tons of discard fodder. Then we have... excuse me. We have 2 Dark Dragon Rituals, our needed ritual spell in order to bring out Paladin of Dark Dragon that we search off of all of our craziness. And then also, except for the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you can banish it in order to search for a Red Eyes card, Red Eyes Spell Trap, and I do actually run 1, but we'll get to that. Then the last one we run is 1 for 1. We have plenty of stuff we want to discard in order to get to our Blackstone, because, Blackstone plays are always good, and that does it for all of our spells. Next up, we have our traps. So this is my 1 target for Dark Dragon Ritual. I wish I had more, but I just can't bring myself to run Red Eyes Fusion, knowing that I have to run like other dead cards in my deck in order just to get out those, awesome fusions. I don't know what would be better. I don't know if it's because they just don't have a fusion that actually, you know, has any lasting power outside of, you know, just, you know, pushing it, like giving one push, or if it's Red Eye's Fusion's fault for saying that you can't do anything else when you activate Red Eye's Fusion. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, either way. So one copy of this, I love this trap. It's really easy to set up in this deck, and it basically consistently gives you board presence, and if your opponent kills this, then you get to special summon any Red Eyes monster that you want as opposed to just summoning normal monsters. So really good card. I like it. We have 3 copies of my favorite of the trap in this deck in the form of Champion's Vigilance. It's a Solemn Judgment for your level 7, you know, or higher normal monsters. Spell traps monsters, like, you know, summoning, all that kind of stuff. It stops that. So if you had an opportunity to run Solemn Judgment, wouldn't you? Little something for, like, you know, the Blue Eyes players, because everyone's thinking that Blue Eyes is going to be meta. Like, I know that Blue Eyes players can get by based off of their field presence alone with their monsters because they're filled with beaters, and the rank pool engine is very nice. But just a word to the wise for you guys. I mean, you guys have Blue Eyes on the field. Between, like, you know, the albino Blue Eyes and the regular Blue Eyes, I would run this card at least one. Just one. It's really easy. And then we run our normal summoning torrents of Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike, and then and that does it for the traps and the entire main deck. Let's move into the extra deck. We start off by running 2 copies of Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon is a really awesome Xyz. It's got good stats. It lets you reborn Red Eyes from your graveyard. That's spell speed 2, and it burns your opponent every time it activates something. And it comes with its own inherent protection when it has Xyz material, which is also really nice. So definitely a good card. One thing that would really help out Red Eyes is they got like a Chaotic Seed exchange of this. Like, you know, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, if they got like a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Flare Dragon or something like this, that would be like a rank 8 that you could just overlay on top of this, like with some kind of cost. I don't know what it would be. But basically, if you could do something like that with this, then that would be an awesome idea that I could definitely get with this for this deck. Or maybe make the Xyz like, you know, the Red Eyes Ultimate Dragon or something like that. We have 1 Big Eye, 1 Draco Sack, 1 Master Blade, you know, just all of your standard rank 7s for the most part. Moving into rank 4s, because we can make rank 4s, we have Ragnar Zero, Cowboy, Castell, Utopia the Lightning, the obligatory Utopia to go with the Utopia the Lightning, Abyss Dweller, Queen Dragon Jin, definitely one of my favorite rank 4s, and you should be running this in any dragon deck if you can definitely make it. Not only does it prevent your dragons from being destroyed by battle, but it also allows you to reborn level 5 or higher dragon monsters from your graveyard. They can't, you know, their effects are negated and they can't do battle, but it helps you extend and go for those rank 7 plays, so it's a really good option to go into if you can. We have Dr. Smiles, Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. For rank 1s, we run 1 copy of Slacker Magician. We do have level 1 monsters, and going Kinkabio into one of your level 1s to make Slacker Magician, it's not the most ideal, but I like having options. This thing can't be destroyed by battle, and if you try and target this thing, then you can negate the activation of that card and destroy it, and that particular effect is not once per turn. You do have to detach for that, but, you know, it's still pretty good. And then, of course, because we also run the Kinkabio, we run 1 copy of Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Just for a little extra beating power, 3,000 attack points is always nice. I don't have to use Polymerization to make this card, so it's pretty good. Anyway, guys, so that does it for the update for my Red Eyes Black Dragon deck profile. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back at you later with future videos. This is Parker Lad, out.